Hello everyone, this is Dan Gramza and welcome to dangramza.com Market Studies for Monday, December 16th. Well, what we're looking at here, for those of you who have not watched these videos before, you're looking at a daily chart in the S&P 500, and we're looking at the concept of a swing trade, which lasts 1 to about 12 days or so. The green line represents a buy level, red line represents a sell level. The dashed line means that's something that happened earlier in the week. And on Monday, those dashed lines will be gone. It will start afresh again. But I put those in there so you can see what happened this week, but also get a feel for the dollar value change in those markets if you're not familiar with futures. Now, the dollar difference between this buy to sell level is $1,100 a contract. Difference from the sell to these buy levels is $250 a contract. And what are we looking for on Monday? An inside day in that market. Now, the NASDAQ market has really been climbing here, and if the dollar difference from the buy to sell level in that market is $11,760 a contract. Be careful here. This is bearish. Look for an inside to possibly lower movement in that market. Now, the Dow has been in a steady declining market environment, and the reason behind it is that it's a different calculation. Those first two indices are capitalization weighted. This is arithmetic, and it doesn't follow the same action. Everybody expects these indices to move in the same direction at the same time. What's in the index varies, so the emphasis is different in that regard, and also again how it's calculated. This implies sellers are in control, but we're approaching levels that we found buyers before. You know, over here in the Russell, the small to mid cap stocks, they're in the same boat. Dollar difference from the sell to buy level in that market, $1,400 a contract. Continued selling, possibly that's a very ripe zone for an equal and opposite, which is potentially bullish, excuse me. Over here in the euro, this means that the euro got stronger and the dollar got weaker. But can we follow through? I think it's going to be tough. Look for a sideways move in that market. But look at the Swissy. We did see sellers coming into that market. Dollar difference from the sell to the buy level in that market, $837.50. So be aware of that if you're on the long side of that market. Japanese yen, Mr. Yen breaking lower. Look for further movement to the downside in that market. Dollar difference sell to buy level in that market was $375 a contract. In the Aussie dollar, we had a lot of action going on this past week. Dollar difference sell to buy level in that market is $460 a contract, and $100 a contract is the difference between that sell and buy level in that market. Sideways move is what I'm looking for, and a sideways move I think has got the potential here in the British pound. I don't look for a big dramatic move, but sellers are in control at this moment in that market. And the dollar difference up here is $106.50 or 25 cents in that market per contract. Canadian dollar is getting low enough that where we may see a change in market direction. It's very neutral right now in that market. $270 is the dollar value between the sell to buy level in that market. And when we look at Bitcoin, the bias is for a move to the upside. Let's see if they can get the job done. 10-year notes yields are going up, and that means this market wants to go lower. Same thing in the 30-year bonds. We are also approaching levels that we found buyers, so be careful there. and in the gold market. Breaking lower, a lot of uncertainty out there to drive that higher. I'm not looking for a big day down. The difference between the sell to buy level there is $7,200 a contract. Silver. This is a market that also can march to the beat of its own drum. I do look for continued movement lower, but an inside day on Monday. Buy to sell level in that market, $7,350 a contract. As we talked about in the advanced video, so much is going on in the copper market globally. It's fascinating. The dollar difference between the buy and sell level there is $2,500 a contract. Let's move over to crude oil, and that Middle East tension is what we're seeing driving this market. But can we expect follow through on Monday? Be careful here if you're on the long side. Dollar difference sell to buy level in that market is $1,050 a contract. In that gas, it traded just a bit below its sell level. Dollar difference here in that market is $1,600 a contract. And it's closing basically unched or unchanged on Friday. So if you're on the short side here, you need to see that follow through, which is expected, but not a big day down in that market. Soybeans, the global picture, if I can just get it up here for you, is very interesting in terms of what it's showing us. And that is the supply-demand situation globally for that market. The dollar difference here from the buy to sell level is $150 a contract. I'm not looking for a big day down, but a sideways move in that market. And you know, corn is in the same boat. Look for further movement to the downside. Be careful here. This overall structure is bullish, and dollar difference from the buy to sell level in that market is $700 a contract. In the wheat market globally, kind of a mixed bag in terms of what we're getting feedback on. Dollar difference buy to sell level in that market, $200 a contract. I don't look for a big move to the downside though on Monday. Well, those are my thoughts. Hope you found something helpful. Look forward to being with you again, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend. And in the meantime, take care.